Hey guys, Sean here. Today I'll be showcasing my branded Buster Blader deck for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So I've had a lot of success with this deck. I've topped a few tournaments, a few of the Master Duel Challenger Cup tournaments. It's a pretty unique deck. A lot of people don't expect Buster Blader with branded, and the inexperience people have with this deck can lead to their downfall. So let's get right into it. First off, we have triple Buster Whelp. This is a 1-card combo getting you into your Buster lock. When you normal summon it, you can add one Destruction Sword card from your deck to your hand. Usually you'll be adding your Prologue, which is basically 1-card combo getting you into your Buster Blader Fusion and your Buster Dragon. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Only problem is you have to normal summon it, so sometimes you're at a crossroads. You might have to decide if you want to summon your Aluber or your Buster Whelp. But yeah, you just have to choose whatever's best for the situation. 1 Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. This is how you lock your opponent out of the extra deck. You can equip it to your Buster Blader by using the effect of Buster Dragon if you get this to grave. It's pretty cool. It doesn't always come up, but if you get it off, you pretty much win the duel from there. Despia Tragedy, you can, if it's sent to the grave or banished by card effect, you can add 1 Despia monster. Usually that would be a Luber because you only have 2 because Master Duel limited it for some reason. Triple Max C, obviously. Triple Ash is a good hand trap. You can probably swap this out for whatever you want, but Ash is a pretty safe option. Double Albaz. Albaz is cool because you can use this as fusion material for your Buster Blader because it's a dragon. You can also get this off field with Striker Dragon, which is a pretty cool thing you can do in certain weird situations. Double Aluber searches for your branded cards, so either your branded fusion, branded opening, or branded in red. Only 2 of them kind of sucks, but you can play around it. Double Buster Blader. The reason we run the regular Buster Blader over the Retrain is because this always counts as Buster Blader. The Retrain only counts as Buster Blader while in the hand or grave, so not while banished. And because you can use Lubellion to use banished cards as fusion material, this always counts as Buster Blader to go into your Buster Blader fusion. Also, against certain decks, you can get up to very high attack, which can be quite funny. Ad Libitum can be used to get back one of your fusion monsters that's in the grave or banished. It's actually pretty good. Some combos you can do with the deck actually use this to great effect. Triple Branded Fusion, obviously. You can actually dump cards like Dragon Buster off this to get it engraved, so you can use your Buster Dragon to get it on your Buster Blader. Call By, because you want your combos to go off. Double Branded Opening to basically get out 2 extra copies of Aluber. Branded in red is pretty cool because you can go into cards like Guardian Chimera or even Buster Blader if that situation ever comes up. But yeah, it's just a fantastic kind of extender, very good disruption. It's just a great card to have in the deck. Destruction Swords Memories, this is how you're going to go into your Buster Blader combo. So you usually dump this off of Prologue, and then lets you fusion summon using materials from the grave. You banish them and you summon your Buster Blader fusion monster. Prologue, you have to, for cost, you send a Destruction Sword card and a Buster Blader monster. So basically, Memories and your Buster Blader. And you special summon Buster Dragon from your extra deck. That's the only way to get out Buster Dragon, but this sets up your main combo. Double Heavy Storm Duster, because you can search this off of Trap Trick. Trap Trick is basically an extra copy of every trap in the deck. And obviously, Triple Imperm, because it's a good card to have, and you can Trap Trick it. Onto the extra deck, we have Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Gains 1000 attack for each dragon your opponent controls or in their graveyard, so it works well with Buster Dragon. All dragon monsters your opponent controls turn to defense position, and your opponent cannot activate the effects of dragon monsters in their possession, which means from their hand, field, or graveyard. This would be very good when Bestials come out, because your opponent won't be able to activate them in the hand. And in combination with your Buster Dragon, all your opponent's monsters are going to be dragon types, which means that they all get negated, change to defense, and your Buster Blader gets a big attack boost. He also does piercing, so I can help you OTK. Predaplant Dragostapelia, it's a good quick effect monster negate. It's a bit tough to get out because it needs a fusion monster, but in combination with Branded in red, it's actually not too bad. Double Albion, we run 2 of them because you can dump one off of Mirror Jade, so you can use it as fusion material for your Buster Blader, or you can use its effect to set a Branded in red or any other branded card. Quiritus is decent, it can help OTKs, it's just another card you can go into in certain situations. You might want to swap it out with another copy of Masquerade, which is great because it can put your opponent on a timer. It's just a decent card to get out because it can really put your opponent under pressure, because if they don't get rid of this, they're going to have to spend a lot of life points to actually do their combos and stuff. 1 Mirror Jade, great disruption, great boss monster. You can usually win off of the branded side alone. The branded side plus the Buster Blader side is actually really good. Lubellion, you only need one because it recycles itself every time. You can also recycle other resources you need. Because this deck banishes so much, it's actually really good to get your Buster Bladers back in rotation. Alba Lenatus, the Abyss Dragon, so it needs one Fallen of Albaz and one Dragon Monster, or 1+ Dragon Monsters. So if you get your Buster Dragon on field, all your opponent's monsters become dragons. So if you normal summon your Fallen of Albaz, you can Contact Fuse using all their monsters and then have a bunch of attacks. Only problem is, I've never resolved this. It's tough to get the situation up where you're stuck with Buster Dragon and you have an Albaz free to summon. But you know, if you can get it off, it's great. You could replace this with something else. An idea I had was running Super Poly and also 5-headed Dragon, because it basically does the same effect. But yeah, you can experiment with whatever you want. At the very least, it's another target for your Mirror Jade. Next up, Guardian Chimera. It's a fantastic boss monster. It's a fantastic interruption. You can just draw cards and pop cards. It's so versatile. It's so good. Next, we got Buster Dragon. Striker Dragon is pretty good because you can use it to get off your Dragon monsters off the field. So you have material engraved for certain fusion summons, especially with Destruction Sword Memories. And finally, Anaconda is fantastic. It's very good when you don't lock yourself into fusions. If you don't start with Branded Fusion, if you go into this, you can basically get a free Mirror Jade. And yeah, it's just a great card to have. Alright, that's it for the deck profile. Let me know what you think in the comments. The deck is actually very surprisingly good. Especially when Bishops come out, it's going to get really good. Your opponent, definitely on Master Duel, since it's the best of one format, they will not expect to see the Buster Blader stuff, especially if you start off with the branded stuff. So it can catch your opponent off guard, it can get you some quick wins, pretty fun. I've had a lot of success with it in tournaments, so that speaks to how good this deck is. Thanks for watching. You can check out a lot of videos I have on the channel where I actually use this deck. And stay tuned for a video where I show off how well I did in Farfa's Master Duel Challenger Cup tournament with this deck.